and again. USC, Sumter, yeah, we built to compete. Latino energy, we don't taste defeat. Turn up the volume, make me feel that bass. Cause fire ants running the whole damn space. The fire ants, yeah. Champions, stay champions. Let's run it back. USC, Sumter Fire Ants, Latino Squad in the lobby, Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, Champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los Fire Ants, llegamos al game, defending champ.
And we are live from the Anthill, back in action, 9 o'clock. Mentioned everybody, we got USC Sumter number 13 in CCL going up against number 4 in CCL at Mars Hill. Huge matchup tonight for the Fire Ants. Mars, a very dominant team in CCL. It has been for years, led by Lucho and a couple other mainstays on the scene. I'm sure Coach Pally will have a little bit to talk about them as we go, but Coach Pally is with me as well. Coach Pally, how you doing over that short break?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Ready
Sounds
for this
good.
matchup. I'm antsy. I've been antsy.
Yeah, I'll try not to make you talk too much because I know you're still under the weather and kind of getting back into it. But overall, for anybody that's been watching CCL or joining us, if we played them in the past, we weren't on the winning side of it. I don't know if we ever took a map on them. I feel like we might have took an S&D one time a long time ago, but maybe not. I really don't know. But we're going to need to take those maps tonight. Going to be a big matchup for the Fire Ants. I think the first map is going to be Den. Map number 2, I believe, and 3 is Expo. Then Colossus and Raid if we get that far. Hopefully Fire Ants can pull off an upset victory here tonight. But we got our work cut out for us for sure. Overall, like I said, Mars Hill's mainstay over the past couple years of doing well in CCL, and Fire Ants finally kind of getting up there in the ranks. Highest ranking we've ever been, number 13. Kind of stayed that way with a couple matches here. So we've got a lot of things ahead of us here for the Fire Ants in the future, but right now we've got Mars Hill and we really need to play well against them. Coach Pally, what do you expect to see from the Fire Ants and even maybe Mars Hill tonight?
Definitely maintained their status over the years, as you've mentioned. So it's going to be familiar three faces that we've seen. Trakes was their guy last year, top player from Argentina who did end up making it to the Pro League, actually. So AG is going to be the new fourth for them. I do feel like we did play them in Black Ops 6 with the roster that we have and the roster that they have with AG last semester, and I still think they dominated us relatively well.
Yeah.
But I do think we did take a search possibly. So look, they maintain a high status. Aaron, who's not in the lobby just yet, aka Sucre, he's also gone by Sucre in the past. Lucho, you've mentioned, is the team leader kind of in a sense. I think their fourth is Zuner, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, this is a set of 3 top Latin American guys. Came to the CCL scene a few years ago. Started with the now debunked University of North America, and then shifted over to Mars Hill and have been there since, and have been maintaining kind of that top 5 status, like I said, for years now. So I'm expecting a battle. They've had our number. We haven't come close to them really in respawns, especially. Lucho tends to go off on us quite a bit, as well as Aaron. AG is going to be their quote-unquote weak link, but he is by far, he is far from an actual weak link, if that makes sense. But he's going to be kind of the question mark for them. Again, if I'm not mistaken, and my computer's just going a little slow with the internet and whatnot, because I was going to try to pull up the box scores from last semester with AG, and I think that even with AG not performing his best, the way that the other three performed really carried them to victory still regardless. So the boys are going to have to play almost flawlessly. As I said in the match before, in the NJCAA match, when we were talking about this a little bit, look, Santi and Mayhems, they have been playing out of their mind in the last few weeks in this game. I'm honestly very proud of them. And if they continue to put up those 30, 35, 40 kill demon numbers, if Mortar can add that his normal firepower that we usually see from him, and he averages around 30 to 35 per respawn, if they can get all boys on par at the same time, I think we're good. Because when it came to Newberry, we had an opportunity to win, and we just didn't have that third person to just give us that extra oomph. There would be situations where I think it was like Santi and Mayhems both dropping 35 plus in the hard point, and unfortunately Mortar went 28 and 38 or something of that nature. So that's not something that we see from him. Typically see 38 and 28 from him. So that's the kind of performances we're going to need to see from our boys today. Yep, there's Zuner in the lobby as well. So AG is going to be the only non-Latin American player in this entire lobby. So these boys know each other very well from years past. So this is going to be a bloodbath, and I hope it's competitive. I mean, that's what we keep recruiting for, right? We keep recruiting to try and get better. Marta definitely had our number last semester handedly. And I think one of them was Skyline, and we just got tore up 100-point club. So hopefully it's a different story here today. We got a North Carolina versus South Carolina battle today, and I'm just ready for the boys to kind of show out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, overall, going to be a good matchup. Going to be a good test for the Fire Ants to kind of see where they land. So I like the opportunity overall of what's in front of us. So let's get out there and be competitive. That's, you know, all that I want to see. Don't want to see a blowout or anything like that. I want to be able to, you know, really make some plays happen just overall. And I think if we could see that, that's going to be good for the Fire Ants, not only for tonight, but for future matches as well. So that's going to be the hope. Let's see where we go. We should be kicking this off any moment. Looks like all players are in. No, maybe one dropped. Not sure who. Looks like we lost
Mayhems in
one
here.
of ours. Yeah, it must be resetting or something. Not 100% sure, but got a reset going on. And yeah, just maybe looking at the top 25 roster, or top 25 in CCL. Like I said, Fire Ants coming in at 13. You got Mars Hill coming in at 4. And you know, that's tough competition up there in 1 through 5 for Mars Hill. Got Oklahoma Christian, reigning champs. You got St. Clair. You got Fisher. Then Mars, then Cumberland, all really strong teams, mainstays. Then you got Northwood up there as well, vying for a spot. All those teams 7-0 as well on the season. So, you know, really, really, really tough 1 through 6 right there. Fire Ants looking to maybe make some moves as the season closes out. They've got 2 more matches after tonight. We've got Coastal Carolina, who we rescheduled with today. Everybody's kind of on spring break, lots of rescheduling going on. We are loading into map number 1, Den here, but and then we also got KSU to play against as well. So they are ranked as number 19 with 6-1 right now. So got some work cut out for us ahead with that, and then as we mentioned right here tonight with Mars Hill. So gonna see what sides we get here. Looks like everybody's happy, so we're gonna be headed in to the map. No restart.
The colors are gonna
needed.
be flip-flopped though.
Yeah, we're gonna be blue here. First blood going to the other side. This P1's going to be scrappy, I can imagine.
Absolutely, Mati with a 2-piece here. 3 right off rip here for Mati. Santi is going to have a major game. As I've said, he's been playing out of his mind, absolute demon mode, but I would love to see him put up 35 plus in this game.
Yeah, definitely going to need to see
it could
them
make or break the difference. Going up here on this first
on to P2
point.
I think we're losing you a little bit, Coach Bradley.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. And we are on P2. Going to be a fight here, scrappy. Fire Ants so far off to a good start, but again, this is Mars, really good team. They could bounce back at any moment. Fire Ants got their work cut out for them. A little bit of miscommunication on which way to shoot. Mayhem's still in there, fighting, battling it out. Does lose. Can we get the trade? Maybe we got the trade. Sorry, the numbers are 2, 3, 4, so I'm having a hard time seeing on screen and changing. Mortar gonna push through. He's got a little bit, everybody kind of decent starts for the Fire Ants here. Gonna be battling. Mayhem sees 2. What can he do? Oh my, that's huge right there from Mayhem's. And that may be Fire Ants holding down P4 here. Or 3, sorry. Strongly. Map switching. Still anybody's game right now, and as you can see, Fire Ants losing a little bit of ground here. This pinch. Mortar hit. Oh my. Stuns him out. That's crazy play right there from Mortar. Probably didn't need to step around that corner, but did. Gonna take a hit from it. This could be where Mars kind of pulls around and makes a play. Gotta work at it. Maddie gonna try to make a play there. Headed on to the next. Going to P4 here. Oof. Mayhems finds 2. He's got another one headed his way. Let's see what he sees. Ah, got a little antsy. Can we trade out with Zuner here? Ah, Maddie cannot. And Fire Ants not going to be on the next point just yet. Got some work cut out for him. Mortar going to try to make some plays here on the outside. Struggling.
All right, you hear me, Chris?
Yep, we got you.
So, looks like we're still in a good position here thus far.
What's that?
It looks like we're still in a good position here so far.
Yeah, you're a little muffled, but we do have you. But yeah, Fire Ants still holding strong at the moment. They've kind of lost the rotation on the last 2 points and given a little bit more, especially this last point, to Mars, but they pick up the last little bit of garbage. Now back to the first set of rotations. Actually, no, this is P5, right? Is this P5 or is this first set? No, back to P1. Back to the first. Yeah. Mayhem's gonna try to get
a little bit better or no?
Yeah, it's okay. For some reason, not as clean as it was, but it's not gargly like you're losing connection. So yeah. Fire Ants still battling here. Mortar gonna bump out. Nobody on time. Not sure I like that. Usho in the middle goes down. Maddie gonna make a nice little flank here, maybe. Finds one, can't get the turn. Can he get the trade? Mortar does. On to the next point. Fire Ants do take a good bit of that hill from P1 again. What can Mayhems find here? Knows one's there. They do get it, and they are on to the next point. They're there first. right now, I'm liking what I see from the Fire Ants.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you can't sleep on these guys, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So even though this is a nice 70-point lead,
Oh, absolutely.
We've even shown this against the top team where we were up at one point, roughly 70, and then they came back on us. I can't remember who that team was.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned though, that Fire Ants are not out of it yet. They could get turned around. Well, I think Newberry did that to us.
What was that, Newberry? Okay.
On stream, yeah, we were up, and then they came from behind and shut us down.
You're right. Exactly. Yep, I remember that.
In
that
that
in
map.
that Blackheart match.
Yeah, map 4.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean,
but no, 100-point lead. I mean, the gap
strong.
is still climbing right now, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I got to get to this P3 though.
24 at 5. This is exactly what I was talking about, dude. This is exactly what I was talking about. Santi's playing on a whole different level right now. Mortar on a 5-6 down.
I will tell you that this is the hill that Mars started to pick up some steam on last time, so the Fire Ants got to do a better job. So far, they've given up just about the whole hill at the moment. Got to figure out how they want to do this.
Control.
Yeah, got to figure out how they want to break here. They did lose a lot of P4 as well. They do get 3, so they got to make a push off of this. At least contest here. I like the contest from Santi. Make them use some of their...
He's actually collecting some time. He got picked up about 10 seconds or so right there by himself. So better than nothing as the lead is still about 100. And it looks
they
like
might have spawns.
it's going to be a 1v1, very important 1v1 here for Mayhem. Actually 1v2. He can maintain the spawns. He cannot. So the spawns are going to flip in favor of Mars Hill, and we're going to have to break again. So hopefully, you know, we're not starting to see a momentum shift a little bit here as the gap is starting to close under 100.
Oh, Mayhem's 2 big kills.
Oh, Mayhem. Yeah.
Oh, Santi gets it.
And there's a
Fire
third.
Ants just have one down. Okay, they get a little bit of time. This is huge. They need to pick up as much time on this hill as they can. They've done better in the first couple rotations, so right now playing out of their minds at the moment. Can they hold down?
Yeah, Santi's 28.
Ooh, nice grenade from Santi. Does have a player behind him.
Oh, 3 down now for the Fire Ants.
Gets that.
There we go.
Maddie getting a kill there. Huge. Fire Ant's going to be onto the rotate for P1. They took a decent amount off of this the last 2 rotations. This has got to be another strong one. Even if they get half here, that's good. 2 down.
Yeah.
They should be on the point. They got to play that. Oh, just couldn't get behind the wall. Mortar there.
Santi with a little sneaky play.
Fire Ant's on. That's 3 down. 4.
That's
Holy. They could gain some
the rest of this,
big
they
time.
Can win.
They can. It's going to be very close.
They just get knocked off, so this is going to go to point number 2 here. And the points, still 20 seconds to be had here, are going Mars Hill's way.
Yeah, at least there's a stop there for a moment. Fire Ants don't need to throw their lives at it, though. They got to be careful here.
Yeah, and Mars Hill does have full control of that P2 right now. Map control and full control. But we have done a relatively good job breaking the last couple of points that were captured by them first. But the gap is starting to get a little closer, a little testy right now. So time to step up and clutch up here for the Fire Ants. Mayhem picks up
huge
1.
kills from Mayhem. Lost on the point. Gonna be tough to break through. Mortar coming in. Holy, that's 3. Play your life, sir. Let the boys come help you out. And that was huge there from Mortar. Fire Ants gonna try to get the cross. Don't buckle up together right there. Didn't need to have 2 go down. 1 could have played their life. We need players on point though. Matty trying to play his life here.
Not the greatest scoreline, but he's getting the most clutch kills he possibly could right now. Unbelievable.
Oh my!
Hit him in time. 35 and 13 right now. 9 seconds for the win. and it's going to be Fire Ants on point first right now. Here we go.
Oh no.
6 seconds.
Got a
4, and the
cruise
controllers
coming in.
I think they got this.
I think they do. Whoa.
They do.
Fire Ants taking
Wow.
map number 1. Woo. That's
excellent. I think that's going to be the
that's
first
pretty wild.
respawn we've taken from them, to be honest with you.
I
Lucho,
would
who
agree.
we've mentioned doesn't lead Mars Hill typically against us, with 20 and 31. Does get the final kill cam here, or the best play, I should say, but did go 20 and 31. And to be honest with you, look, Santi went 35 and 13. 35 and 13. He went absolute demon time. 21 and 23 for Mati, but he had some clutch kills down the stretch there.
Yeah, but that's
and
still
Mortar
solid.
finally
That's
hitting
a
up.
decent ratio,
Oh, yeah.
the 21 and 23
absolutely.
from your AR.
Absolutely. So clutch kills all around. Mortar, I think, was one of the biggest set of 3 pieces that he could have possibly had on that previous point was made. And look, that's exactly what needed to happen, right? Like I said, when it came to against Newberry, it was Santi and Mayhem's. Mortar didn't play up to his full potential, and neither did Mati. And here we saw Mortar able to clip that 30 kill mark, matched with Santi. Mayhem's had an excellent KD, and Mati had the KD we needed, right? Like, not spectacular, and it wasn't poor at all. It was exactly what was needed, and for all 4 to play together. And there's your result. It's a win. So 1-0 in favor of the Fire Ants here, in hopes of an upset and their first win over Mars Hill. I think ever. I think I can probably confidently say ever. I don't think we beat them yet.
No, I don't think we've beat them in a series. I don't know if we've
In a
taken
series,
maps
right.
off of them or not. We probably had some scrims. Who knows how those went exactly? But here we are, search and destroy. Sides not having to be
Santi
changed.
shies on.
Yeah, this is, we haven't seen much search and destroy on this yet, so I don't really know what to expect from this either way, but Fire Ants really need to find a way on the search here. Mortar just needs to play his life
Picking up
back
some
off.
information.
Somebody got a
gets
kill.
here.
Matty sees one, gets another. All the names are so screwed up.
I
Bomb
know.
carrier down. One's dancing
Oh,
around back
goodness.
here in the back. Mayhem's hasn't found him yet.
Yep,
Fire
3v2
Ants gonna play
situation in
their
favor
life.
of the Fire Ants.
Aaron is in the bag. Zuner over there on the other side. Santi's looking for him. The timing. Oh my, he had him figured out, but could not find it. Maddie making a.
They're gonna make the rotation over to A.
Looks like it.
Or are they? Maybe they're
don't
both.
know.
He gets away with his life, but his
Does
partner
kill one
Mayhem
of
does
ours.
fall.
Yeah, Fire Ants just took too long to decide how they wanted to play that. If they were searching for people, they got to search harder and find them and get the kill when they know where they're at. I think just a little indecisive there.
Yeah, they did have the advantage 3-2 for the majority of that round, so that's kind of unfortunate. I feel like we just let that one go versus Mars Hill actually winning that one, but hey, nonetheless, it's only a 1-0.
And it is a huge map for S&D, so it's interesting overall to see how this is going to play out from the Fire Ants. Don't know if we have a ton of reps on this map, but let's see. You got to play for picks in this map, I think, especially because it's so big.
Yeah, Mortar going to have the aggressive push over to the left, see if he can make a flank play. They do have AG waiting.
Seems like they got some intel. Oh my.
Oh, just
The timing is crazy right now. They're not going to know Aaron to be sitting there. They still don't know he's there. 2 go down. Just cheeky spots that they played. This is definitely this is their pick, Mars being there. So knowing exactly where they wanted to set up and stuff. The Fire Ants played right into that. But nobody checked the bomb site, which was kind of concerning there. Just look over and check it right here on this balcony. Early, we had 2 in that spot, but neither one of them checked it. Switching sides. Again, I think this is definitely a disadvantage map-wise for the Fire Ants. Don't have a lot of reps on it. You see Mars looked like on that attack, at least, that they knew exactly what they wanted to do. Fire Ants going to have to play off of picks here. When in doubt, play picks, get some kills, and so far, not going the Fire Ants' way. There's two, but trades going out. 1v2 here.
2v1. In a 2v1 situation, bomb is down.
But Mars definitely not going to sweat it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Another round that the Fire gives away. And you just can't win matches like that as Aaron goes to 7-0 now.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
my
rounds that
goodness.
could have potentially gone the Fire Ants' way. And this would be 2-1 right now, potentially, but it is 3-0. They had the advantage in lives, but played too far apart and weren't able to get the kills. You would have liked to see, though, with Aaron being slightly low there, that whomever that was, Mayhems would have got the final kill, but he's not able to pull it off. 3-0 here. And a full-on rush to Santi.
Wow, Santi got away with his life there. Surprisingly,
Fire's
to be
got
honest.
two. There's one below. Ay.
No.
Just slow down.
3v1.
They
Yeah,
had
there
the
we go.
they had the advantage. Just need to slow down and play together a little bit better there. Looks like we got some people in the chat. Thank you, Evangelina and Gamer Mama. Appreciate you both for being here. And Fire Ants trying to claw back into this. Claw back, bite back. I don't know. Maybe claw is not the right word, but
Claw would be them. They are the
mandible back. Maybe, I don't know. But here we go.
Bite. We can say bite.
I would tell you though, Fire Ants did let a couple rounds slip here. Just got to play it a little better. Like that grenade from Santi. Sees one cross. It might be a trade out here. There's one above him. They're escorting. Oh, they saw him. They saw him. But there's one behind. Oh no. Lots of trades going out there. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. Lucio and Maddie left. Bomb is down. Lucio gonna play in the back. Don't know if he saw Maddie there. Oh, Maddie, you gotta see him. Can Maddie find him? He does not. Oh, I don't know how he played his life there. That was crazy.
Damage versus damage. But the advantage is going to be in Mars Hill's favor right now with the bomb down.
Yeah, it is in his favor for sure. Oh, he could have shot his feet.
You pushed it.
Woo.
Excellent play by Mati to go on top of the car there.
Yeah, for
was
sure.
A little scary for a second there.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe he could have shot his feet at one point, but good challenge there. And both players playing their lives really well. And looks like we also got Poofart in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Lots of people here. We love the support. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Yeah, Lucio did not expect him to come from the top there. Both trying to play a little okey-doke ring around the rosy at the cars, what Lucio was expecting, but Mati able to put the Fire Ants within one.
Gonna be a B push. I want to see them hold this a little better. Might be seeing the Fire Ants settle in here, but let's see. Mortar gonna get stunned a decent amount there, maybe even stuns himself. They know where a few players are. Gonna give up some ground though. Gonna be a switch to A, maybe. Oh gosh, just not able to finish some players off here. Gonna be planting on A. Oh, nope, they pulled back.
Lucio gets the first blood though.
Oh, Santi doesn't know Aaron's right there.
and
Yeah,
he just turns the
didn't know it.
wrong way.
Just didn't know it.
There's Mati on a 4
Matty
streak
by
right
himself,
now.
though. A lot to ask. He could maybe do it. Nope, not gonna have it. Not that time. Too much. Fire Ants had the chances. They just couldn't kill the players when they had them in front of them. Weren't able to finish them off. Aaron's just going crazy right now in search. 10 and 2. Looking at overall stats, I mean, he's carrying Mars right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mayhems and Santi, 2 players that we said have been going demon time in this game, both underperforming in the search and destroy so far. So if we can just get them to get a few more clutch kills, this could go to 11 rounds. You never know. We did drop a couple of rounds earlier. There probably should be a 4-2 in favor of the Fire Ants, but hey, we are where we are. And here we go in round number 7. Oh, and there's a 2-piece by Santi. Just as we were mentioning, if they just get some clutch kills, this could completely change the game. And Santi goes and gets a 2-piece to put the Fire Ants up at an advantage of 4v2. And let's hope they don't give this one away. As Mati does fall to Zuner, the bomb is going to go down, so advantage in favor. Oh, he just plays his life. He does get the help needed. Trade's going out, and it's going to go in favor of the Fire Ants. Well played there by the Fire Ants. And again, that's all it takes if we can get Mayhem or Santi. 2 players that have been playing completely out of their minds here thus far in this game this season. If they can just come up with some more clutch kills round by round, this is definitely going to go in the Fire Ants' favor. Santi picking up 2 kills in that round, and you see how much that absolutely changed the game. If they can just take out Aaron out of the map the rest of the way, they might be okay. But Santi now at 6 and 7, was at 3 and 6 before that last round started. Mayhem's now, if we can get him to get a couple more clutch kills, we'll be A-okay. Mati laying down the damage, cannot finish the kills though. Second time we see that. Trade's going out. Oh, and what a snipe by Mortar. And there we go. Round by round, it's being chipped away. Big snipe by Mortar there. And Mati getting... No, this is going to be Mortar here with the sniper.
And Fire Ants in a tight
we're
one
at 4-4. Here. 4-4 here as we go back into attack. Last attack round did go in the favor of the Fire Ants here, as they are chipping away slowly but surely. Probably should have closed it out by now. Oh, and there's another kill for Mortar with the sniper, giving the first blood to the Fire Ants and giving the advantage to the Fire Ants right now. Mortar on a 3 streak. Mati pushing up, being aggressive. Mayhem still at 3 and 5 right now. Hasn't done anything for a couple of rounds now. Santi still sitting at 7 and 8. As they try to make the push over towards B. It's going to be a numbers game right now, and it's going to be in favor of the Fire Ants, but they can't finish out the kill.
They got to be careful chasing here.
Oh my God, and Aaron came out of nowhere and just picked up 3. And that's another giveaway by the Fire Ants.
Yeah, I think they rushed
giveaway.
that too much. They should not have tried to chase that kill down, because basically it allowed them to collapse down on the Fire Ants there. Oh, it said Aaron.
Yeah,
actually, I think all those kills went to Zuner.
No. Aaron did get the 3, and then Zuner finished that.
Okay.
Right at the end, yeah. But incredible plays by Aaron. That is another giveaway. If this search and destroy does officially finish out in favor of Mars Hill, this is going to be one that they may, that the Fire Ants may kick themselves in the butt for later. But nonetheless, it's not over till it's over. I did say this is very well could go to round 11. But we can't have any more of those kind of rounds. As Mayhem gets a huge kill. from across the map on AG. Oh, and just the timing, he starts to back up and get off of those solar panels. Just as another player was throwing his face in a mistake. A self-inflicted wound. As the cars blow up, and Zuner with a jump and immediate headshot.
That could be too much for the
goodness.
Fire Ants to recover from, killing themselves in this one. Ooh, I thought there was a challenge. And that's gonna be it. Fire Ants drop it, but a tight one, 6-4.
Very tight, but
could have
very
gone the
winnable.
other way. Could have very well gone the other way.
Relatively balanced effort from the Fire Ants. Like I said, I think it was just, Zuner is Aaron really the whole way. Zuner definitely warming up there towards the end. AG at 1-10, so it's unfortunate to lose a game when you do have a player on the opposite side at 1-10. But I mean, when you kind of give away rounds, I think we beat ourselves. I don't think Mars Hill really beat us in that search and destroy. I think the Fire Ants definitely made one too many mistakes.
Well, I would say Mars Hill capitalized on them, that's for sure. The mistakes were made and they capitalized.
Absolutely. So series tied 1-1 as we go into overload. This should be very scrappy as we head a big swing match.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Got the same map and going to be overload, so... it's not like saying, oh, well, we beat them on one respawn, you can get them. I mean, obviously we have beat them on a respawn tonight, but Overload's a little bit different. I have no idea what to think here, so to speak, about how this is going to go. That search and destroy was really close. I feel like that could have been the Fire Ants win for sure. There was a complaint, I think, that, or a warning or something coming in from the other team that Maddie in that 1v1, I think at the end might have snaked by accident or did 2 pumps instead of 1. I don't know, but either way, I mean, I think there were some other rounds that, even though we won that round, there were some other rounds that we lost that we probably could have won. So I think it just could have gone very well either way. But I think both teams know each other pretty well and stuff like that too. So I don't anticipate them, really griping over something like that, other than like, hey, remember not to do that next time kind of thing. But here we go into this overload. I'm with you. Like I said before, no clue what to expect from this in this map. So we're playing well, I think, overall. One player really shined in that last map, and then that was for Mars. I think had Aaron not had such a big game, that would have been completely different for the Fire Ants and them. If you take off some of his excellent play there, but looks like we had to reset, make sure we get the right sides there. So going to be loading in for try number 2. What do you think we're gonna see?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What do you think we're gonna see for the overload? I have no idea what to expect. No prediction here from me.
I don't know what to expect either, to be honest with you. I mean, this is going to be a situation where the first team that's going to capitalize on mistakes is going to win. Because when it comes to getting that first score, if you set yourself up in a decent position where you can just continue to keep relaying and scoring over and over again in a row, this could be very ugly. I mean, the obvious, it's almost like a weatherman saying, hey, look, you got a 50% chance of rain today, so whether they're right or wrong, they're right. So this is either going to be very, very scrappy and very close, or one team is going to absolutely blow the other one out of the water. And I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. AG struggling a little bit for Mars Hill. The respawn looking good for the Fire Ants so far in the hard point, but Overload's a whole different ball game.
I agree. Hopefully it's not
look good.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a blowout. Hopefully we stay in you know, at least tight with them. I think for the Fire Ants, this is where you want to be in this. Like, you want to be tight with this team in this instance. Maddie and Aaron going around here, getting a little help from Mortar. Fire Ants going to make a push, see what they can do. And Mayhem's going to have to back off here. Unfortunately, he only has the pistol, being the carrier. Mortar going to try to get around the corner to help him. Pinch coming in from Santi, maybe. Santi a little delayed on that pinch. Would have liked to see him maybe push in as they were pushing, but lots of trades coming out. I expect the trades to come out. It's just going to be, oh, this could be a score. And it is.
It is.
It was tight. Looked like Mars is on their way to try to push into the Fire Ant side. Over there on the B side.
Right,
they are on our spawn. We're going to find one.
It's going to be a 1v1 situation here with Mayhems and looks like Aaron there in the back.
Yeah. Mayhem's looking to see who's there.
Yeah, he's chasing.
They are pushed out. And Maddie's going to be traded.
Oh. They do have the spark in hand right now as they're trying to make their way over towards B. They're going to make a turn over towards the middle. Are they trying to do an okey doke play here? No, they're going to try to go for B. Spawn's coming in now.
Maddie, or Mortar, that timing up there. Not seeing the player near
they do
him.
get the spark down though.
Oh, now the trade's coming out again. This could be the big push though. Maddie's all alone. What can he do? Oh,
already, unfortunately.
Honestly, he could have played his life maybe up on top. Didn't have to drop down, but he was so low from that previous fight and tied 1-1 here. This is a heck of a match so far. Santi maybe stepping out just a little too far there with no health. Mortar in the back, trying to make some plays. The jump over. Can he find a third? Oh my! I don't know if anybody's there with the bomb though. Nobody had it.
Gonna come from the side.
Yeah, and Santi's from behind. Mortar doesn't see him. Oh
they
my!
Might have a
Santi.
free trip over to B. No, but they're gonna spawn right over it. B is Santi enough to stop this. Wow.
They stalled out.
Yeah, lucky spawn there for the Fire Ants, to be honest with you, because he had a free run over towards B.
Yeah, it was.
And as soon as Santi spawned in,
it was a heck of a try and challenge. Just the Fire Ants couldn't quite pull it off. They're gonna make this play. Try to make a push.
Oh, here go.
It's gonna be a. Don't line up. Don't line up for him.
This is exactly what screwed us here in the search and destroy, right in that area.
Oh, Mortar! Can he make his play? He cannot. And here we go. Back to the other side. Huge battle here. And they're going to try to
make their
move
way
it out.
A this time.
Yeah. Nope, maybe not.
No.
Changing their mind. Trying to get the Mayhems here. Oh no, that's
got AG ahead of time. Oh, we just
Santi gets him.
The bomb.
Santi in a bad spot there though. Maddie does find a kill. He's got to play his life well here. Oh, but the players do spawn. They're going to make a rotation. All the Fire Ants are on the opposite side. They know it's rotate.
They're gonna read it.
Yep. The rotate is on. Aaron is in the back. Gonna get Aaron. Can they get Lucio? They do. We're gonna see another push.
Goal line stop there for the Fire Ants.
Yeah.
Huge play.
Mortar in the reload. Can he find one? He did tag him. They found one. Can Santi get there quickly? What can Santi find? He cannot get there fast enough. Those pinches are just not quite tight enough for the Fire Ants. They're so close though. Every time, both teams really battling. This is a hell of a match. Oh, I thought he missed.
Yeah, I thought he missed too.
Can't throw your lives here though, right in this situation. Gotta be careful. Oh no, that's not good. The push across. They're all lined up, ready to push. This could be a bad situation for the Fire Ants.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Right to A.
Yeah, that's going to be a score.
And they do get it.
With 19 seconds left.
That's all it takes is just a little bit of a gap, but still not bad, not poorly played by the Fire Ants so far here in the first half.
No, definitely can't give up another like overtime point here. Got to be careful. Can we grab it? We do. What happens now? Can the Fire Ants make a push? Make this play.
Wait a minute, why is there another 30 seconds all of a sudden?
It's overtime. I believe. That's what it is, yeah.
Oh, no, because no,
Well,
that was a glitch.
Yeah, I think it just glitched up, but somebody lost
Yeah.
the time. Well, you might get an extra 30 seconds just to get there, I think. I don't know. In overtime. I don't know if it stops or it does reset.
You only go into overtime if you are tied at the end.
Oh, really? I thought it was I thought it was as long as you had the bomb in hand.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
it's
added
as
the
long
30
as you have the
seconds.
bomb in hand, it continues. But I think you only have like another 30 seconds countdown, like that showed or whatever.
Well, then why did it end all of a sudden?
Because somebody dropped the bomb, right?
Oh, is that what it
Yeah, I
is?
think somebody got killed. Bomb
That
carrier
makes
got killed.
sense now. But
I'm not sure.
nonetheless-
I'd have to go back and look. But hey, this is a good spot still to be in. 2-1. Firehand's got some work to do. Oh, my.
Oh, right in his face.
Crazy plays there, and let's see who's making the push here first. Oh, Mayhem's just couldn't find
Mayhem.
one more.
Yeah, a little bit shaky
Ooh,
on
this
that.
could be a big push for Mars.
Mortar trying to stand tall here.
Oh, put himself out there
As
a
the
little too
reinforcements
much.
do come in. Oh, they might
Making 'em
rotate it over towards B.
Yeah, there is. Aaron is sitting on point. They're not expecting him to be there. No, we didn't look at the bomb. Oh, we did stop him. Are they going to grab and go? Let's see. Santi's taking the lead. Can he find anything? He does have one. This could be a score. This could be a score. Unless they spawn on it. That is a score. 2-2.
There we go.
That was just lucky spawns there, I think. Firehand's finding one.
Yeah, well played by Santi there, getting that lead block. All he needed.
He couldn't find another one there. Bomb's going to be picked up here soon. This is going to be a huge push. Potentially, Mortar has to play this well. Has to find one. He finds one. That's good. Slows them down at least. They don't make the push. They get a couple kills there, but that's a lot of players down. Firehands have to make a big push there. Maddie here. Oh, plays his life well there. Beautiful.
Beautifully played in a cheeky little spot there.
Yeah, Firehands back on the point. Let's see what we can find. Santi saw one. Sees Sooner, gets the kill. What can they do here? Where are they gonna push? Trying to make up their mind. Bomb's going down the middle. They do have a player on. Let's see what Maddie sees in front of him. They gotta expect a player to be around that corner. Not sure if Maddie saw that player. He did not. Now a quick push over. Expected to be there. This is gonna be tough. Firehand's got a long way to go. That's gonna be a score. Yeah, unfortunate there. Santi kind of in an expected corner there. Aaron was able to take him out. Santi just doesn't see him. Oh my, they're gonna score another one. I think Santi not seeing. Maybe they got him down. I don't know. No, they did score. They scored that quick. Yeah, Santi didn't see that player, was trying to push across, and Aaron picked it up and just went. Aaron was sitting there waiting for it to respawn, and Santi just missed him. It was just good timing by Mars there, taking a stretch in the lead.
Leading the block, he gets taken out though. Important kills coming up right here near the point, and he's got the pistol in hand. He gets one. He gets a second. And
trying to get on the point. We do score. I was trying to find the right person, but I was misclicking bad. Still minute 30.
Minute and a half.
3-4 here.
Spark in hand here. For the fire.
Oh no! And that's a bunch of players down. Need somebody to go crazy here. That's a lot of. Gotta be careful not to throw your lives here. That's not gonna be good. Yeah, they're gonna score. Firehand's kind of threw their lives at that. Gotta be better than that. In those instances, can't just throw them away. Those respawns kind of crazy. Could get it
here.
They
gotta watch the behind. They gotta watch behind.
Nope.
Oh, and he does get shot from behind by AG.
They had it. Had that not happened, AG coming up clutch there. And Firen's gonna be in a tough spot here. Yeah, Maddie kind of being able to read that. Coming down to 30 seconds. It's gonna be a lot for the Fireants to find this and get it. Mars can honestly just play their lives here if they wanted and just keep the bomb away, which is what I expect them to do. No need to really push it. They might still try it, but yeah, not really rushing to do it for sure.
Man, just 15 and 19 in this game. Would have liked
And that's
to see
it.
them
I
put
guess there is no
25 plus.
overtime. Maybe it was just glitched up because we had it there, but yeah, 5-3. Gonna go to Mars there. I think Firen's just not quite. I mean, just some unfortunate timing on a couple things. Like that number 4 that they scored. Santi just did not see the guy that was standing right about there. Aaron, I think. Mayhem's not having a good game, but was carrying the spark a lot, I believe. But, you know, overall, yeah, I think AG and Mayhem's carrying the spark the most. Kind of having the same score lines. But, yeah, Fireant's just not quite pulling that out. Just really tough, close matchup, though. But here we are going back to hardpoint. This is going to be Colossus, I believe. So, going to be interesting to see. Fireants were able to take a round on the first hardpoint. Let's see how it plays out going into the second. Down in the series 2-1. But, again, close matchups. I mean, this is what you want to see, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not disappointed at all with what I've seen so far. I mean, I could be disappointed from a few rounds of the search and destroy that could have changed this series around a little bit, but I'm you know, it was exciting to watch that overload, to be honest with you. One of the more exciting matches we've watched on stream.
Yeah, it was
even
pretty
if it was
tight.
a loss. But nonetheless, here we go. We're going to go into Colossus, which is a map we typically see for most teams in map number 1 as a nice little warm-up map because it is tight, it is scrappy, and it is kind of like Skyline from BO6. It's one of those maps that a bunch of these teams love because of the slaying that occurs through it.
Sure, why Mortar jumped out there.
Yeah.
Could have played that a little bit better, and obviously could have played on hill. But anyway, they were trying to push through. I get it. I will say I saw the Fireants on this map prior to warming up, and I did not like how it went. So going to be interesting to see there how it might play out.
Team kill by Zoomer on point as well, but he's just cleaning up everybody off the point now.
I'm going to tell you, I think, you know, I don't like how we played that first point in the beginning of the first point, but we started to get a little bit of ground. But here we go. And Fireant's trying to hold on to these spawns, but Mortar's going to have a pinch here from behind and in front. It's going to be hard for him to hold that down.
Oh, Lord, have
Mayhem's there, yeah. Fireant's starting to slip a little bit here on their controlling of the map. Yeah, just not controlling right now. Gonna be a pinch here. Santi, how does he play this? Contest, but Mayhem's trying to do what he can. Play his life there. Just stay down.
Need a massive game from Mayhem's right now. Had a good game in the first hard point and then struggled in the search and the overload. So we need a massive game from Mayhem's right now. And it could be the difference between a Fireant's win and a loss.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely need him to step up and play really well. Gets one.
And there's a big kill.
Oh my.
Nice pistol whip there by Mayhem.
Behind. Coming up behind down tunnel. They didn't look. Somebody didn't look. Two players there. Nobody watching the direction they needed to watch. One person just needed to watch that, and they were okay.
Yeah, Mars Hill had a good break on that one for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, did he stick him? He did get him with the
lead
nade.
going
3
over,
down.
but Fire Ants back on the hill. Lead gonna switch back. All 4 in front of Mortar here.
Mortar taking every grenade ever made in the game right now, trying to survive.
This is going to be a scrappy match. Backs
this
against
is
the
gonna be
wall for
super
the Fire
scrappy.
Ants, though. Overall.
Sumter getting that kill. He's only at 7 and 9 right now. Again, we need a huge game from him as well. He's been playing on demon time. Outside of the search and destroy, which he ended up warming up to, he's been playing relatively well in every other match. So we need him to get to that 30 bomb level.
We're going to need him
There's
to
one.
be strong, that's for sure.
There's
Finds
2.
2.
Huge 2-piece.
Big hill. If we've got a trophy, it needs to go down. Trophy does. 2 trophies.
Here's another.
Gotta play the back. Nobody watching Aaron in the back. He's a demon for the flank. Can the Fire Ants trade out at least? Maddie trying. They do finally trade him. Mortar coming out of spawn. Fire Ants holding the spawns well here. This is a big hill for the Fire Ants. Can they keep it? Mayhem's battling on it. Does look like he was able to push him off, and they get Zuner. So big hill from the Fire Ants. Held that pretty significantly. But gonna be out of trophies for this P1, so that's gonna be interesting to see. Would have liked to have it bumping. Mayhem's out. Somebody else playing the top. Fire Ants in better control now.
So they can get the P2 spawns. So they do have the P2 spawns as of right now, and P1 points they're collecting right now. So looking good so far.
I had 2 challenge him. Gets 1. Can he get 2? Oh, no, he can't. And Maddie gets killed up top, too, and not the one that was low. That's diabolical right there from the Fire Ants. They were so close to having that. Played pretty well. Mortar played it really well for his life, but unfortunate. But Fire Ants do still maintain more of the hill time. But the last little bit.
On a 4 streak though. He's at 17 and 8, so he's doing exactly what we were hoping for him. It's Santi that we need. I'd like to see
oh
just
no,
a little bit.
that's
He's not playing poorly, but he's not playing even level.
This is a big hill last time for Mars. Fire Ants gonna need to try to find a way to pinch this down. Got somebody playing a cheeky spot right there.
Yeah, no.
Oh gosh, those cheeky spots! I tell you what. Maddie gonna come down. Can he see 1? He gets 1. Play your life. I would have liked to see him just play his life in the corner. Again, a big hill for Mars here. Fire Ants not really getting much of it.
Gap is closing now. Ty coming ever so closely. Santi at 14 and 18 right now, so this is not something we can have. What's Mortar at right now? Mayhem's doing it 20, Mortar 18, 16. Okay, so Sumter can just step up a little bit, warm up a little bit here towards the end. This could be the Fire Ants W here. They're playing very well right now considering the scoreline across the board. So in this very well, got control of the P3.
Just gotta watch that tunnel. Looks like 2 players trying to make a way down the tunnel. Mortar finding 1, can't find 2. Hopefully somebody called it out. And they can't find the other one. Santi in a tough spot all by himself there.
Another great break on this same point for Mars Hill.
Where the heck did that come from? The flank. I see. Yeah, good hill from the flank, or good break from Mars on that hill. Fire Ants got to get ready for the next, but you got Aaron in the deep back.
They get the last 10 seconds or so.
Aaron struggling there. This was the money hill last time for the Fire Ants, and so far, Mars is on that point. Fire Ants still in the lead slightly. Oh no.
Santi needs to get some big kills here. He's 14 and 23.
Yeah, he really needs to pick it up. We gotta have more from Santi here. He's very, very low. on the board as far as his KD. He's got to definitely pick up some action. He's been in some really tough spots, I will say that, but
yeah, he did get a big kill there before falling.
And Fire Ants do not get any of the kill time so far. They are really struggling to break hills. Aaron doing a great job of basically carrying the team when it comes to anchoring and getting in place and positioning for it. He's the one that set him up for the last 2 hills and did good job breaking. If Santi can just start popping off, I think this goes a completely different direction. But right now, not getting enough of Santi. Maddie a little low too. We got to get a little more from both of them, I would say.
Yeah, at the minimum, one of them. At the minimum.
Trophies coming out on point. This is going to be a tough point to break with trophies.
35 seconds still left to get out here on this point, and great job from Monty. He's got a 3 streak before falling right there, but he was giving us that little bit more that was needed for the time being. Mortar's trying to come out and be
oh my gosh,
level
the
here
trades
right
coming out on point are crazy right now. And
Oh,
Santi
Santi
missing his
missing
shots. What can he find? Anything. Stay these last 10 seconds. We need them. Somebody's bumped off. We have not done well on this point here. Can Mayhems find this kill? Definitely does.
He is stepping up.
Oh no, he doesn't see him.
Mayhems, but
God,
the
the
timing not in his favor.
The timing crazy there. P2 is not gone the Fire Ants' way at all. This could be the pull away for Mars here. Aaron just going crazy. 31 kills.
Yeah, Zuner at 34 himself. So similar to what we saw in the Search and Destroy, where those two kind of carried the team, they're doing the same thing here. And the gap, starting to increase a little bit for Mars Hill. They can't win off of this point, but they can certainly get very
Fire
close.
Ants still in striking distance, but they've got to do well. They have not been able to do anything on this P2. P2 has not been there.
No, the breaks from Mars Hill are much cleaner.
Yes, 100%. Oh my. Even to pick up the last 10 seconds, but that means they're going to probably give away middle here, and goodness gracious. Fire Ants just cannot find the spawns or the direction that they want. They know time's coming up to a close here, though. They've got to make a play.
Yeah,
or die here.
Panicky. They are going to have control. They've had the control for this P3 twice now, but they have been well broken by Mars Hill.
Aaron in the back again. Oh, nope. Aaron goes down.
Out,
Santi finds him. Santi's picking it up a little bit.
Exactly when it's
too little, too late. That's the question. The break. They just funnel everybody in. Makes it too much.
Every time on this point.
Come on, Santi. He just could not reload fast enough, and nobody else there to get him the kills. And look, Mars Hill's already back up and on the point with the players that Santi just killed. They had the spawns, the ones that they needed, and this is too much, too little, too late for the Fire Ants. And scrappy, but they lose a tough one. But if they continue to bring this kind of play, they could beat big teams. But look at that, Zuner dropping 40. I'm sure Aaron was probably close too. Can't really see the final stats. Oh no, he did only have 31. So he kind of went on a little bit of a lag there at the end, but Fire Ants just could not get anything off of P2, and that's what cost them right there.
Santi at 22 and 34, not something we typically see. Monty 25 and 34, just a few more kills from each of them could have made a big difference. Santi did have 15 assists, so it's just he was getting the damage down, just not finishing it up, and not something that we typically see. I'm not disappointed with what I saw overall. I think the only thing I can negatively say is probably that search and destroy. I really do think we gave that away. Overall, though, I think that looked a lot better. And considering that this is the number 5 team, we played much better against the number 5 team than we did against the number 11 Newberry team when we played Newberry.
I agree.
In my opinion.
I agree.
So, overall, like what I see. Unfortunately, Mars Hill does take another victory from us. But the skill gap you can see is definitely closing between the two squads. So not upset from what I saw today, outside of the search and destroy. So unfortunate, but hey, they definitely made some noise and definitely made Mars Hill uncomfortable today.
Yeah, I would agree overall. Not upset with what I saw. Could it have gone either way in some moments? Yes, absolutely. I mean, like I said, in that last map, had USC Sumter gotten anything off of P2, that could have been completely different. They were too easily broken on P3. Did a better job their second time around, but that third time just really got overwhelmed there on point. Credit to Mars Hill on that. They had two different ways that they broke that P3, but they just held down on lockdown. P2, just Fire Ants could not break that at all. And then the second rotation, the P4, I believe, went to Mars Hill, where the first rotation it went to the Fire Ants. Had they been able to get a little bit more off of that hill like they did the first time around, but I think that goes back to Aaron just able to lock down those spawns. He was doing a good job of getting that done for Mars, and so Fire Ants just coming up just short there. I feel like maybe that's not Santi's best map, but Fire Ants didn't play it bad. Just a few moments of just not quite going their way or just unfortunate situations. Again, though, like you said, the search and destroy, there was probably 3 rounds that we had the lead as far as, numbers on the board, players alive, and we kind of coughed those up. So definitely could have gone a different way there in that search and destroy. The overload, that was just a good battle all the way around. Fire Ants, lucky in some instances, unlucky in others, and same for Mars. And then Fire Ants just played really well in the first hard point as well. So looked strong in that, but just came up just short in some of the instances to push this to a map 5 and come up short 3-1 in the series. But I'm still happy, proud to see what the Fire Ants did. Like you said, the gap's closing. If they can continue to play like this and continue to get good scrims, each day of the week, like they're trying to, and just continue to play solid like this, it's going to be very interesting to see how things go in the future. Not just this season and playoffs and all that, but as we continue to grind out. But Fire Ants do fall tonight. We might have a reschedule tomorrow with KSU, but I'm not sure. We do have a reschedule for Coastal Carolina coming up as well. We'll try to get the message out if we're going live, and when that happens tomorrow, we're trying to shoot for maybe a 6 o'clock match, but not sure if that's going to happen or not. Waiting to hear back, but we'll definitely be back in action on Friday, I believe, with 2 Marvel Rivals matches and a Warzone match. So stay tuned for that. Valorant is going to be off this week because they had a reschedule from the other team. A lot of teams having spring breaks and stuff right now, so reschedules come up at this time quite a bit. But either way, we're a team that needs reschedule opportunities sometimes, so we try to give grace to the other teams too. But it is what it is. And tonight, Fire Ants are 1-1 on stream. This team winning 1 against State Fair and losing 1 against Mars Hill. Very good matchup against Mars Hill. GG's to them. And I like our chances to continue on in good play, and we'll see where it goes from there. But Coach Pally, anything to say before we close it out?
No, I've said everything. You've covered it very well, but it felt good to get back into the booth, and good match to watch.
For sure. And I will give you a little bit of an update. Smash, I think, had one player went 1-1 tonight, another player went 0-2, and then D2 team obviously lost. Based on what we mentioned earlier, I think we mentioned it. They lost to Brookdale tonight, unfortunately, 0-3. So that's everybody that played tonight and what we got going on. Maybe on stream tomorrow, maybe not. But this is Coach Chris. We're going to sign out from the Anthill with Coach Pally. Everybody have a good night.
USC, Sumter Fire Ants, Latino Squad in the lobby, Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. In your JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morde el argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Cuando apunta no falla, en el cloche aparece y te borra la pantalla. Mayhem peruano mete ritmo y estrategia, te cierra el ángulo, precisión milimétrica. Amor del argentino entra fuerte sin miedo, domina rotaciones, siempre llega primero. Mati de Ecuador cae con fuego en la zona, cuando suelta el loadout todo el mapa se detona. We don't choke, we don't fall, fire ants, always stand tall, latino representando, los campeones regresando. Somos los fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. In a JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morden argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador. Meeting on fire, campeones por honor. Fire hands on the map, let's go. Dropping the zone, we control the fight. Fire hands pull up, it's GG on sight. Precision aggression, we push every lane. Defending the title again and again. USC, Sumter, yeah, we built to compete. Latino energy, we don't taste defeat. Turn up the volume, make me feel that bass. Cause fire ants running the whole damn space. Champions, let's run it back. USC, Sumter fire ants. Latino squad in the lobby. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. In your JC, on top, we remain. Santi from